Hi, thank you for joining us today. We have head coach Chelsea DeVille and student athlete senior Brooklyn Bachmann from Bemidji State. The Beavers are advancing in the NSIC Sanford Health Basketball Tournament after their quarterfinal win over the Golden Bears today. We'll start off with an opening statement from head coach Chelsea DeVille.
Yeah, we're excited. That was a bloodbath game. Coach Johnson did a wonderful job, taking us away in the second half in the paint a little bit. They shot it really well. So it was a great game. We're excited. I thought we showed some toughness and some grit down the stretch there to get the win, but kudos to Johnson's team as well.
Awesome. Coach, this year has been nothing normal about it. So just talk a little bit about your preparations for coming into today's game and getting back here and getting that first win since you were here back in 2019.
Yeah, I think our maturity level didn't make it such an emotional experience for us. In our locker room, we know that we're pretty darn good and can beat anybody, and we can definitely lose to anybody too. So I think just the big thing that we've had all year, and I've answered the question, is what's it like with this difficult year? Well, I have great leadership, one with V and all of our seniors, but Sid and V, our captains, really they take over the coaching for me most of the time. That's something we haven't had, and it's pretty fun to see.
Awesome. Brooklyn, we'll turn it over to you. Kind of along those same perspectives, being a captain, your preparations for yourself, but then getting the team around you and rallying. You guys played a tough game today. It was great to watch. But just talk a little bit about your preparations and, again, being back here since 2019 and getting that first win.
Yeah, for me personally, I just try not to think about it too much. It's just a basketball game when it comes down to it. A higher level, more excitement, but for the first time in a long time, I feel like we're prepared and we weren't even nervous to go in today, no matter what would happen. We were just ready to play, and there's not really preparation going in. Being a leader for the team is just kind of bringing people back. We have a lot of emotional players in a good way, but just when it gets close like that, just trying to bring them back. Our group huddles, just trying to talk what our next play is, what we have to do, and just keep our heads in it.
From your perspective as a student athlete, how is getting to this point throughout the season, and then just what were the, I guess, key aspects of the game that got you guys the win today?
Yeah, coming into it this year, obviously it was a difficult year. We didn't know what was going to happen, but every game we got, and I think the conference as a whole, we got to play a lot more basketball than we initially expected. So that obviously helped us get here, just being able to play and work with each other when we had all summer and kind of the beginning of preseason. We didn't get to really do a lot together, but today our key was get into the post. We knew we had an advantage of Rachel, and she's been playing outstanding as of late. And so that was if we get it into the post, everything else comes. Our kick out threes, defense, everything kind of goes around her initially, her and Trin Meyer. So just being able to do that, get our points where we needed it to come to first, and then everyone else can rally around them was really important for us.
Coach, I'd ask you the same thing. Coming into today, out of this game, what are you going to take forward, and what are some changes that you might make to continue on in the semifinals here?
Yeah, I still think we need to be better defensively, just because, when people put their head down, we tend to kind of play a little bit of a catch-up basketball game when people start getting to the paint. So we need to do a better job guarding, and, of course, we get one of the best players offensively that we get to test that out on tomorrow. But, we did a nice job against Duluth, in our opinion, both times we played them. We need to make more shots than we did, and obviously we have a big challenge ahead. But there's not much more we're not going to put in a new play or put in a new defense going into tomorrow. It's just refining a little bit. We'll watch some film from the USF and Duluth game, of course, and we'll be ready to go.
Okay. And then final question for both of you here too. What you expected out of today's game, is that what you saw?
Yeah, I think so. I think we did a nice job taking away the three-point line. Anytime you watch film, their announcers always said, and the stats read, if they shot the three well, they were very, very successful and difficult. One of the more unselfish teams I've ever watched. I just really appreciate the style of play offensively, especially that Concordia had, and we saw that today. But we stuck to our game plan for probably 32 minutes, and that was enough for us today, luckily.
Yeah, I agree with what Coach said. I think what we expected was a really good team, and we've played them before. It's there's a couple new girls, but it's the same core as we've seen. So we haven't played them this year, but we know what kind of style of play they have. And so I think, like Coach said, we just had to go out there and make sure they didn't get their threes going down and just follow our scout. And like she said, for the most part, we did that.
Okay. Coach DeVille, Brooklyn, thank you very much. Congratulations on the win and good luck in the semifinals.
We appreciate it. Thanks.